Trungpa was my first teacher. He lived in England and Scotland at the time. When I first knew him, he was living in a squat in London. That is a house which had been taken over by hippies because it was unoccupied. And so he lived with these, with about 7 or 8, I think, hippies. And these hippies were frequent users of LSD. At the time, this was in 1966, LSD was still legal, both in this country and in Britain. And Trungpa took LSD with them, but then criticized them for not doing it properly. He thought that you should listen to the LSD and just take whatever lessons the LSD taught you. And they were into dancing and listening to records and the rest of it. And he said, "This is just being frivolous. You're given a royal road to enlightenment, and you're taking sidetracks and not doing it properly." And he told these people, I know, I knew Trungpa, and I also knew the people he lived with. And they told me that he told them that there was something called Dutsi Rubu, which means Amrita pills, which had a similar effect to LSD, but they were stronger. All I can say is he didn't take enough LSD. But I met Trungpa at the Buddhist Society, which was at 58 Eccleston Square in Belgravia, one of the poshest, snootiest parts of London. And the Buddhist Society was founded as a branch of the Theosophical Society of Great Britain. It was the Buddhist branch of the Theosophical Society, which was a society founded by Madame Blavatsky, and was basically an outgrowth of her writings, which are, you can ignore Madame Blavatsky altogether. It's just that she did something good, which was to give birth to the Buddhist Society. And the Buddhist Society existed from the 1920s and still going today. But they had, they sponsored teachers from the Theravada traditions and from Zen traditions. And when I first went there in the 1960s, I was studying Zen. And I happened to attend a teaching from a previously unknown Tibetan Lama by the name of Chögyam Trungpa Rinpoche. And I was immensely delighted to watch Trungpa react with these upper class ladies, and by telling them, "You should really try LSD." And he was quite open about it at the time. Unfortunately, due to his experiences with his fellow hippies and such, when he left for America, he said he was going to teach the Vajrayogini when he got to America. But there was one element of Vajrayogini he was going to omit. He was going to leave out psychedelics. And this, I think, was a terrible shame, that he might have used psychedelics to great effect. But he definitely did use them in England, and he advised other people to do so too.